Greetings to all friends. Let us together contemplate and extract wisdom from the quotes of Aristotle. Aristotle, the great philosopher of ancient Greece, has made significant contributions to human thought and wisdom. His quotes cover various aspects of life, ranging from personal wisdom to social ethics. In our journey through these quotes, we will try to understand the meaning and significance contained in each of his words. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. This quote emphasizes the importance of introspection and understanding oneself deeply. Aristotle teaches that before we can tackle external problems, we must have a profound understanding of who we are. Understanding our strengths, weaknesses, and personal values forms the foundation for growth and wisdom. It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain the thought without accepting it. Aristotle highlights the wisdom of considering a thought without necessarily accepting or rejecting it. This reflects an open and critical attitude towards new ideas. Being educated is not just about having knowledge, but also about managing that knowledge wisely. What is a friend? A single soul dwelling into bodies. In this quote, Aristotle details the true meaning of friendship. True friendship is not just a social connection, but a deep connection of souls. The closeness rises not just from shared interests, but from a profound understanding. Educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. Aristotle underscores the importance of holistic education, not just focusing on cognitive aspects, but also developing emotional and moral facets. True education shapes character and the heart, not just filling the mind with information. Hope is a waking dream. Aristotle celebrates the role of hope in life. Hope is a motivator to reach for our dreams and propels us forward. In this quote, he describes hope as a dream that is not confined to the realm of the subconscious, but becomes a reality with hard work and perseverance. No great mind has ever existed without a touch of madness. Aristotle provides a unique insight into the relationship between genius and madness. In the pursuit of something extraordinary, one might need an impulse or courage that others might perceive as mad. Genius often rises from the courage to think beyond conventional limits. Happiness depends upon ourselves. Aristotle emphasizes that happiness cannot be achieved solely through external factors. True happiness comes from inner states and a positive attitude that originates from within. Excellence is an art won by training and habituation. We do not act rightly because we have virtue or excellence, but rather we have those because we have acted rightly. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act but a habit. Aristotle reminds us that success and excellence are not accidental. They result from clear intentions, sincere effort, and intelligent execution. This quote underscores the idea that our habits and actions define our character and, consequently, our destiny. Anyone can become angry. That is easy. But to be angry with the right person and to the right degree and at the right time, and for the right purpose and in the right way, that is not within everyone's power and is not easy. Aristotle teaches the importance of managing emotions wisely. Anger is not something to be completely avoided, but it should be directed appropriately and for the right reasons. Self-control in managing emotions is a sign of wisdom. A friend to all is a friend to none. Aristotle reminds us that true friendships are not formed by trying to please everyone. Authentic friendships are built on genuine connections, not on a superficial desire to be liked by everyone. Wanting to be friends is quick work, but friendship is a slow ripening fruit. Aristotle conveys that genuine friendship takes time to grow and mature. Building deep and meaningful relationships requires investment in time, patience, and sincerity. Happiness is the meaning and the purpose of life, the whole immanent of human existence. Aristotle imparts profound meaning to the concept of happiness, asserting that it is not a fleeting state, but the true purpose of human life. Happiness results from living a meaningful and conscious life. Those who educate children well are more to be honored than they who produce them, for these only gave them life, those the art of living well. Aristotle highlights that being a parent is not just about giving life, but also about educating and guiding children to live well. The art of living a flourishing life is more valuable than merely providing existence. Patience is better, but its fruit is sweet. Aristotle teaches us that patience is crucial for achieving valuable outcomes. Although the process may be difficult and bitter, the end result brings deep satisfaction. He who has overcome his fears will truly be free. Aristotle emphasizes the importance of overcoming fear. As a step toward true freedom, conquering oneself requires deep reflection and strong self-control. It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain the thought without accepting it. In this quote, Aristotle conveys that gaining deep understanding and knowledge often involves going through some form of suffering or hardship. Those who know, do. Those that understand, teach. Aristotle emphasizes the importance of sharing knowledge and teaching others. Learning and teaching complement each other in the quest for wisdom. The educated differ from the uneducated, as much as the living from the dead. Aristotle describes the distinction between life and death as an analogy for the difference between having knowledge and lacking it. Those who learn and continually grow mentally live actively, while those who don't learn are akin to the lifeless. Anyone who is happy in solitude is either a wild beast or a god. Aristotle describes humans as social creatures who should not live in isolation. Someone who enjoys solitude might either be indifferent to social relationships like a wild beast, or have reached a spiritual level like a god. I count him braver who overcomes his desires than him who conquers his enemies, for the hardest victory is over self. Aristotle highlights the courage required to overcome one's own desires and internal obstacles as a greater feat than conquering external enemies. Mastering oneself involves deep reflection and self-discipline. Poverty is the parent of revolution and crime. Aristotle notes that economic inequality and poverty can lead to social tension and conflict. This quote serves as a warning about the dangers of extreme inequality in society. The aim of art is to represent not the outward appearance of things, but their inward significance. Aristotle delves into the meaning of art as a tool to convey inner significance rather than mere visual representation. Art is not just about reproducing what is seen, but about expressing ideas, emotions, and deep values. Winning by fighting is good, but winning by peace is more noble. Aristotle provides a wise perspective that winning through peaceful means is superior to victory achieved through conflict. Sustaining and nurturing peace requires greater effort and is more meaningful. One loyal friend is worth 10,000 relatives. Aristotle emphasizes the value of a strong friendship. In facing difficulties, a solid and reliable friendship is more precious than a multitude of superficial relationships. The high-minded man must care more for the truth than what people think. Aristotle teaches that a wise and noble person prioritizes truth over public opinion. Living life in accordance with true values leads to genuine wisdom. Pleasure in the job puts perfection in the work. Aristotle details the concept that finding joy in one's work is key to achieving perfection. When we find joy and meaning in what we do, we are more likely to produce outstanding results. To write well, express yourself like common people, but think like a wise man. Aristotle provides practical guidance for writers. Clear and simple expression combined with deep and wise thinking produces meaningful and captivating work. A swallow does not make a summer, nor does one fine day. Similarly, one day or a brief time of happiness does not make a person entirely happy. Aristotle emphasizes that true happiness is not the result of a brief moment or a one-time achievement. Sustained happiness requires balance and continuity in life. Learning is not child's play. We cannot learn without pain. Aristotle states that the learning process is not always easy and enjoyable. Pain or difficulty in learning is often an integral part of intellectual growth and development. Man is by nature a social animal. An individual who is unsocial naturally and not accidentally is either beneath our notice or more than human. Society is something that precedes the individual. Anyone who either cannot lead the common life or is so self-sufficient as not to need to, and therefore does not partake of society, is either beast or a god. Aristotle underscores the social nature of humans, and the importance of involvement in society. An individual who isolates themselves may lose the essence of human life, and thus, participation in society is an integral part of being human. In this journey, we have traversed through the wise words of Aristotle, providing insights into wisdom and the philosophy of life. Each quote reflects a profound understanding of humanity, life, and essential values. Let us continue to explore and apply the wisdom of these words in our daily lives, growing into individuals who are wiser and more meaningful. Success always to all of us.